All right, hello and welcome to day one of the IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Brooks, Alberta. I'm Simon Chaskovsky. I'll have the call for you here today as we get ready to go. It's Haudenosaunee taking on Poland for the first matchup of 6 days worth of junior lacrosse action. Face-off won by Haudenosaunee, taking it down the left side. So they try and set up their offense. Shot clock, 20 seconds. Down the right. Finding a man cutting through right in on the goaltender. They'll score, getting it right underneath his arm. A nice, quick, and easy one. Haudenosaunee go up 1-0. And you can see the setup here. They fake the screen and just roll right in, completely uncovered. About as easy as it's going to get. And we'll get ready for another one here, getting ready for the draw. Looks like we've got a bit of a delay here, but I think we're about ready to get back underway as they're trying to figure out something. The goal has been put up on the board. That's not up for debate, I don't believe. But something else must be going on here. It took just 27 seconds for the first goal of this one to be scored. We'll see how Poland responds. Haudenosaunee across from Gutnet. Ball won by Poland, picked up by Haudenosaunee. Down the right side. Trying to set up from the corner. They'll end up passing it down the right. So we'll end up with Contreras. Looking for options, cutting his way through, putting it on, but he'll take a step in the crease before he got the shot off. Poland gets this ball back. Taking it back over the half line. Zalkin down the right side, cuts his way in, goes off the shoulder, popping this ball back out. Picked back up by Poland, fresh shot clock for their efforts. Winding up, looking for options, the goaltender. He'll end up finding one in Nichols. Taking it down the left side over half. Back up high to Tayson Knife. Knife in the corner, back up to the top. They'll restart. Mahar-Robins trying to find somebody cutting across the slot. Couldn't make that work. Here comes Poland the other way. Back over half. Holding it on the right side. He'll find the captain up at the top. Daniel Gutnet. Looks for options, sends it back up to the top. Zalkin down the right side. Back up high. That shot off the backboard, off the back of the net, and looks like this will just be given right back over to Haudenosaunee. Now heading down the left side. Sands. He'll take it over half. Jonathan. Back down the left side. Mahar-Robins. Up to the top. Walks this one down the right. Into the corner once again. Looking for options. 8 seconds on the shot clock off the post and around the sideboards. They'll get a fresh shot clock for their efforts. McAmmond down the right. Looking for a cut down the middle. Won't find one. Back up to the top. Down the left. Loading up. Won't fire. Rock with it. That'll go sailing all the way to the corner once again. 15 seconds to go. Back up to the top. That's fired off the goaltender's shoulder. Back down low. As it doesn't look like they'll get another shot clock, although that defender not able to hold on. Seawall. Back down the left. Around the outside to the top. Jonathan walks his way in. Has to spin back out. Slowing up. That'll end up missing on that pass. Popped up and out of play. They'll end up giving it back to Poland. Poland starting to head down the right. Taking this one right over half. They'll start their offense from the corner with Franz. Sending this one straight through center. That's picked off. Maybe a fast break the other way for Haudenosaunee. This one over the half line, down the left into the corner. Back up to the top. Knife not able to hold on. It's stolen back by Tran. Tran trying to hold on. Walks into a double team. Sends it down the right side. Finds the stick of Gutnecht. Cutting his way through on that pass. Nathan Gutnecht. His shot stopped in front. Recovered by Haudenosaunee. That shot clock will go off. Won't mean much as I believe the steal had already occurred. But that missed pass goes all the way back into Poland's zone. They'll take it back over half with a fresh 30. Although it looks like we'll see Haudenosaunee giving the ball right back. Heading down the right, Crowchild working off a heavy screen at center. He'll send it to the corner. Trying to cut their way through traffic. Diving try. No, they will not. They'll say he took a step before firing the ball. They'll go back the other way with Poland. Just a few inches away from their second goal there as Poland takes it back over half on the right side up at the top. Looking for options from the top. Nathan Gutnecht. Now to the corner. Across the floor and on the left. Back to the top. Franz fires this one on. Blocked in front. Good stop. Taken back outside. Haudenosaunee trying to work their way through. A tough back check. Poland taking them down right in front of the players' bench. Nice handoff, running down the right. That's Jonathan on the try. Good stop by the Poland goaltender. That's Drew Armstrong extending, sending it down the right. Missing on that pass. Poland trying to set up from the half line. Taking it down the right side. About 6 minutes gone here. 1-0 Haudenosaunee. Cutting their way through. Putting this one on off the post. Second try for Franz. Finds a man in front. Can't quite make that work. As they're going to end up giving it back to Haudenosaunee. Claus Lalonde in between the pipes for them. He's had to make a few stops. Looking for options from the top. Mahar-Robins misses on that shot. That'll go sailing around the netting. And we'll see Poland giving the ball right back. Trying to hop on a fast break. Doesn't look like they'll get their chance to. Taking it over half and down the right. Trying to rush their way through the zone. Jacoby Lalonde. Back to the top. Swaps places off the screen. Back down the right. Trying to take it to the wing. Restarting at the top with Franz. Back outside. Long shot whistles just wide right. They'll get it back. Fires that one off the helm. And that went off Dayrider, I believe, trying to block that shot. Will end up resulting in a shot clock violation going Poland's way. Haudenosaunee, fresh shot clock in the offensive zone. Let's see what they do with it. On the left side. Putting it back behind the net. Trying to set up their offense from behind. Sands back to the top. Trying to cut their way through with Contreras. Missing on that pass. Will go all the way to the corner. Rushing back the other way. Good forechecking will result in a steal. Heading down the left. Has an option in front. Trying to dive. Doesn't go for the shot. Went for the pass to Sands. He wasn't ready for it. Here comes Poland. Back over half. And down the right. Chase Richardson will hand it off. Up at the top, Lalonde. Cross the floor. Back up to center. Into the corner. Screen set by Richardson. Cutting his way through traffic. On that try was Nathan Gutnecht. Nearly stolen back by Haudenosaunee. Crowchild to pick it up at half. Walking in down center. Fires this one wide. No one home for the rebound. Recovered by Poland. Heading back down the left. Still only a one-goal game here after an early goal by Haudenosaunee. Down the right. Up at the top. Trying to work their way in from the wing. To center. Winds up. Fires it on off the I believe, helmet of Lalonde. Back outside. Zalikin down the left. Jacoby Lalonde. He'll walk in. Works off the physical defense. Gets a screen. Can't do much with it. 10 seconds to go on Poland. Shot clock from the top. Fired on. And sent wide. Heavy hit from behind. No call on the play. We'll see Haudenosaunee taking it from the corner. Starting with it down low, Tayson Knife. Up at the top. Mahar-Robins tried to find a behind-the-net play. Couldn't make it work. Poland gets it right back. Heading the other way. 2-on-2, fires it on. That'll get turned away. Grabbing the rebound, they'll work it back up to the top with it on the stick. So I believe that's Eddie Franz. Down the left. Back across. One-on-one. Cuts his way in. Goes 5-hole. Good stop. And it looks like we're going to get our media break here. So we'll head to a short break. You're watching Day 1, Game 1, IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships here in Brooks, Alberta. All right, welcome back to the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships here in Brooks, Alberta. It's Poland and Haudenosaunee getting us underway here at Day 1. 1-0 so far after an early goal, just 36 seconds in if I remember right. As we'll see Haudenosaunee taking it over half, down the right. On the outside, spinning off the defender. Looking for a way to get the ball back up to the top. Mahar-Robins back down the left. Works off two screens, sends that over the top of the crossbar and back down the floor. It looked dangerous, couldn't get it on net. Lalonde will leave his crease, picking it up. As they try and head the other direction. It looks like they'll say that might have hit a defender as they'll get a chance with a fresh shot clock to keep their offense on the floor. Firing this one on. Good stop by the Poland goaltender. Winding up, firing this one down the floor, missing the stick of Ozadza. Back up high and down the right. Lucid in front, missing that pass. Not able to hold on to it was Laurent. Down low, they'll restart. Cutting his way in, Laroc in on goal. Did he beat the shot clock? Yes, he did. 2-0. Haudenosaunee. Just 10 minutes in. And momentum has certainly started to swing in one direction. We'll see if Poland can pull this one back. We'll get ready for another face-off. Knife in the draw. This will be picked up by Poland. Back up at the top. Trying to head down the right side. Along the wall. Taking it back up to the top. Down the left. With it on the stick of Ty Hanson. Lalonde with it on the outside. That pass misses. They'll go picking it up along the wall. Cutting their way in. Odd angle shot gets blocked. And that'll be a shot clock violation on Poland. That shot stopped in front by Lalonde once again. Poland getting it back. Back on the right side. Gutnick looking for options. Trying to set something up here. They'll send it to the corner. Walking this one back up high is Franz. Sending it across the floor and down the left. Lalonde to the corner. Cutting their way in. Diving try. That push play won't quite go. They'll say that ball somehow stayed out. No! Poland scores! As this one's going to be a little bit interesting. I'm excited to see the replay on it. As you can see what happened here, he went for a push play along the post. You can see the net ripple. Was that the player? Was that the ball? It's so tough to know. The refs are looking at the replay board here. It's 2-1 up on the board. We get an overhead view here. Ooh, that's real tough. That's real tough. Just barely 10 minutes into this thing, and we've already got a pretty controversial one, but they're going to keep it. Poland scores 2-1. Right back in it with just 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up at the top. Lucas Salakin down the right side. Back up to the top. They'll reset. Nathan Gutnick to the corner. Franz. Poland looking for two straight. Firing this one on. That'll miss the net. Bouncing back up high. Wiring it on. Good stop by Lalonde. Crowchild comes in. Can't get the rebound. Second try. Stopped by Claus Lalonde. Back along the wall. Crowchild trying to break out through center. Gets it knocked off his stick. Here comes Poland. Franz on the charge. Good shoulder stop by Lalonde, and he ain't done yet. Another try. Lalonde back-to-back saves. Heading the other way. Nichols with it. And they're going to slow things down here, as I don't think they're liking the way that momentum has kind of shifted in the last minute or so. Mahar-Robins down the left side. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Back out high. Firing that one down the right side of the boards, up to the top. Hammond to Sands. Back into the corner again. Cutting their way across the zone. Nichols through center, gets the shot off through two defenders. Good stop by Armstrong. Back down the right side. Heavy hit along the boards. Nearly stolen back, but able to avoid the double team. They'll reset up high. Salakin slowing things up for Poland. Fakes the pass, more than willing to hold on for at least a moment longer. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock, running out of time. Back along the post, 1 second to go. Odd angle shot goes wide and right by the net. We'll restart with Haudenosaunee. Cross center. Looking down the right, Larocque doesn't get it off his stick in time. That'll get put off of the defender's leg, I believe. That block looks like it hurt. But he'll get right back into the play. That was Emmett Sewall. Heading back down the right side. Yanch finds a man in front, fires that one over top of the net. Good try by Richardson. That'll end up popping back up high. Franz can't quite hold on to that one. 20 seconds left on their shot clock. 40 seconds to go on the first quarter. Back behind the net. Picked back up. 34 seconds to go on the game clock. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Knife over half. Has a man in front. What a pass. Goes for the behind the back. Won't go his way. Contreras right in front. Another try. Sands can't beat Armstrong. And we're going to see them get it back. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Or 18 seconds on the game clock, excuse me. Shot clock should be turned off here. They'll have 10 seconds to go. Sands at the top. Running out of time, 5 to go. On the left side, cutting in his Sands. He'll fire it on, missing the net, and that will do it. The first quarter has come and gone between Poland and Haudenosaunee. 2-1, your score after just 15. We've got 45 minutes still left to go, a short intermission. Before we get to that, you are watching the IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Brooks, Alberta. All right, hello and welcome back to the IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships here in Brooks, Alberta. One quarter has come and gone between Poland and Haudenosaunee, and we've got 3 goals so far, 2 straight for Haudenosaunee coming from Hunter McAmmond and Koenn Mahar-Robins. Curtis Martin getting the response for Poland. Still down by 1 after 15. It looks like they'll take the opening draw. We'll see if they can respond quickly. Face-off so far, split straight down the middle, 50% going either way. Haudenosaunee won the first 2. Poland have won the last 2. On the right side, back up to the top. Working off the screen, he'll hold off. Franz to the corner. Cutting their way in, taking it back out wide. 5 seconds, goes for the wraparound. That looked pretty. Couldn't get it to go. Another try, they'll score. Poland ties it at 2. Ty Hanson getting the dive. And Lalonde simply just didn't see it, as obviously he stopped that try. That's an impressive save, keeping his arm up there. But he just didn't see the pass in time to react. As a beautiful passing play for Poland. Ties us right back up at the start of the second quarter. As this is one back, Poland will pick it up and head down the left side from half. That'll be another face-off win for them. That's 3 straight. Out wide. Franz has it. He'll take it from the corner. Zalikin. Inside, cutting their way in is Chase Richardson. He'll lose it. Back outside, shot by Franz. Goes off a defender's stick and into the netting. And it does look like they'll give it back to Poland. Fresh shot clock for their efforts as well. Back up at the top, Jacoby Lalonde. Down the left side, Ty Hanson. Just scored one, gets it to Richardson cutting through center, knocked off his stick by a defender, and here comes the fast break on the rush. Look at the speed, here he goes. That's a stop. Good try by Armstrong. Taking it back over half. Franz to the corner. Bouncing that one off a stick, stolen back by Haudenosaunee. They'll take it over half. Might have had a fast break, but they'll decide not to take it. Contreras behind the defense. They'll end up rolling all the way back over. That's a, oh no, they're going to call it a tip on this one. Haudenosaunee getting the chance to keep their offense on the floor. 15 seconds to go. On the left side. Wires this one on, blocked in front. Another try. That'll bounce off the stick of Hunter McAmmond and land back in the corner. Through center now. Cutting through traffic. Contreras down the right side. Pushing his way through the zone. He'll go low. Did he beat Armstrong? The ref will say no. We'll stay at 2. Taking this one over the half line. They'll hand this one off at the top. Lucas Saligan. Eddie Franz with it. Looking for options. Finds one on the far side of the floor. Goes low, won't beat him. We'll see Lalonde start to get something started here. Although we might be getting our first penalty of the game. And it looks like it's going to go to Haudenosaunee. I didn't catch what the call is. We'll wait and see what the confirmation is going to be. It looks like it might just be roughing here. So we'll see the first power play of the game going Poland's way, trying to get their first lead. As they were able to get a 2-goal comeback. 2 minutes put up on the big board. We'll head down the right. To the corner, back to the top. They'll work their way around the arc. Down the left side, back up to Daniel Gutnick. Back to the corner. And around we go. 15 seconds on the shot clock. That's picked off. Good steal by Emmett Sewall. Taking it down the right. They're going to want to waste down as much of this shot clock as possible. 20 seconds to go in it. Might have had a shot, decided not to take it. Goes back to the corner. Doing a good job to keep fighting through traffic as he's wasting down pretty much this entire shot clock entirely on his own. Impressive effort by Benjamin Dutremont. We'll see Poland get it back here. 1:09 left on their power play. They'll start from their own side. Long pass all the way to the half line. As it's handed back off to their captain. Gutnick at the top. Down the right with Saligan. He'll hold up, sending it back to the other side of the circle. Down the right. To the top once again. Back along the boards. Gutnick walks in off the screen. Sails this one wide left. Trying to evade a shot clock violation. Doesn't look like they're going to get it. As with 37 seconds left, they'll have to hand it back over to Haudenosaunee. Heading down the right, Lucid might have a chance. 2-on-1, short-handed, can't convert. They'll go back to the corner. Poland recovers. 28 seconds to go on their power play. They're going to send a Hail Mary pass over the half line. Finding the stick of Ozidza. Back up to the top. Gutnick. 15 seconds on their shot clock, on the power play. A little bit more than that on the shot clock. Down the right side, back to the top. Lines up, fires it on. Good kick save by Lalonde. Will end up being 3-on-2. We're back to even strength. Another try by Poland. Couldn't get it done on the power play. They'll find it right at the end of it. 3-2. And it looks like that was Talon Ozidza getting that one done. And that's quite an effort from Poland, who might have been seen as the underdogs going into this one. Daniel Gutnick in the draw here across from Knife. He'll be picked up by Tayson Knife. Haudenosaunee setting up their offense from the top. Down the right side they go. Sands looking for options. Sails this one high. Recovered by Jonathan off the backboards. That one-timer will go. Tying it up at 3. Poland's lead not lasting too long. And we'll get a replay of that one. And you can see what set it up. Grabbing that rebound. Nobody on the far side of the post. And just like that, we're tied once again. Ball will roll all the way over the half line. Picked back up by Haudenosaunee. They'll send it down the left side. Looking for options up at the top. Walks in. Back behind the net we go. I don't know if they beat Armstrong there. I think they're going to say he took a step on the dive in the goaltender's crease. We'll see Poland get it back. Holy smokes, what a steal! What a goal! Look at the hand-eye coordination. 4-3 Haudenosaunee. Now that is an impressive one, as you can see he's just defending that initial pass. And on the replay, we didn't even see it. That's how unexpected it was. You don't see, I don't know if I've ever seen that happen in lacrosse before. That's impressive. It's a very impressive steal. As that draw, we'll see a face-off infraction. Looks like called on Poland. Haudenosaunee starting with it up high. Sands on the right side. Heading down to the corner. Back up to the top. Contreras spins with Sands. Down the left. Back to the top. Salikin looking for options. Finds one down the middle. The captain fires it high on the bounce shot. Tayson Knife on the rebound. Back up to Nichols. Loads up back to Contreras. Through center. Spins off one defender. Fires it on. Good stop by Armstrong. This pass makes its way across the half line. Back up to the top we go. Jacoby Lalonde with it. Down the right with Franz. On the outside. Gutnick. Down the left. Winding up. Fires that one. Good stop by Lalonde. Able to squeeze the chest protector together to get that one. Heading down the left side. Has an option in Crowchild. He'll hit him. Back up to the top. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jonathan walks in. Cuts his way through traffic. Fires that one high. Armstrong. Good shoulder stop. Bounces back out wide. Rebound recovered. Fresh shot clock for Haudenosaunee. Down the left. Winds up. That one's stolen back. It'll roll its way all the way across the crease. Grabbed once again by Drew Armstrong. Long pass. Will not quite find its target. It'll bounce back off the backboard. Poland able to recover regardless. Sending this one across. Fast break still going. Fires it off the crossbar. Nearly tying it up. They will get this one back with a fresh shot clock. Armstrong leaving his crease to go pick it up. About 25 seconds to go. Down the left side. Poland in the corner. Lucas Saligan back up to the top. Ty Hanson down the right side. Working off a screen. They're not going to like that one. And it looks like we are going to get our break here, so we'll head, well, to a quick break. You're watching the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Brooks, Alberta. All right, welcome back. Haudenosaunee and Poland getting us underway here. Day one of the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships. As we're waiting for Drew Armstrong to return to his posts. 4-3 your score. Haudenosaunee, with the lead. Poland scored 3 straight coming into the second period to take a short lead, but Haudenosaunee stolen right back. Sands with it up at the top, looking for options down the right. Contreras working off a screen, looking for options, fires this one high, nearly stolen back by Gant. Taking this one back over half. Up high with it. On the left side. At the top. Poland. Looking for options. They'll start from the wing. Wiring this one on. Bounces high. Stolen back. And knocked down. Some tough defense here by Poland at that half line, but they can't hold on. 2-on-1 the other way, becoming a 3-on-1. Walking in, has Contreras in front. Good stop, Armstrong. Back in the corner. From outside, Coulter Goodwill. He'll have it at the top. That shot won't go, bouncing all the way back into the corner, recovered by Poland. This one sent through center. Misses its target, picked right back up. Send the other way is Sands. Missing on that try. Tayson Knife nearly able to recover it. Stolen back by Poland. Maybe a one-man rush the other way. He'll charge his way towards the goal. Fires it on. Can't beat Lalonde. As we'll see Haudenosaunee get their offense straight back out there. Down the left side. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 4-3. And it does look like we are going to get a penalty here. And it looks like the call is going to be a legal substitution on this one. Haudenosaunee once again heading to the box here for their second of the game. Poland getting their second try on the power play. Didn't score on it in their first attempt, but they did score roughly 2 or 3 seconds after it. Back on the right side from the corner. Popped up, trying to rush through center. They might have a chance the other way. Has to run through 2 defenders. He didn't like it. Takes it to the corner instead. He'll send a long pass. Chance for Poland the other way on the power play. That one fired on. Nearly stolen back up. He'll grab the rebound from the corner, but have to evade a double team. It looks like he will. Goes for the wraparound. He'll score. No, he did not. They'll wave it down at the last second. If he got it, that might have been the highlight of the game so far, because it was quite a dive, but it looks like he didn't quite clear the distance. From the wall, Dayrider. He'll lose the ball on the entry. About a minute to go left on the power play for Poland. They'll take it over the half and down the right. Up at the top. Zaligan. Waiting for option. Sends it to the corner. Back up high. Down the right. To the top. Fires this one on off the helmet of Dayrider, I believe. From the corner. They'll restart with a fresh shot clock. Here in the corner, Jacoby Lalonde. He'll send it right back around. 30 seconds on the power play. About 18 left on the shot clock, but they'll get a new one if they can recover this ball. 22 on the power play. Back up high. Down the right. Missing that pass. Zaligan having to go to the corner to pick it up. Back down the left. To the corner. They'll send it right back up high. Working their way around. 4 seconds on the power play. Stolen back. Here comes Haudenosaunee. Straight through center. Putting it on. They'll score. They'll go up by 2. Carson is not up. And it looked like Poland just had nobody there to get back in time. Able to out-muscle that defender. Quite the play. And it looks like momentum might be starting to shift. Gutnick in the draw across from Tayson Knife once again. Quickly calling the face-off infraction. Looks like Poland will get it. Heading down the left. With it is Chase Richardson. Sending it to the opposite side of the floor as they'll walk it back up high with Eddie Franz. Loading up, fires this one on, blocked and sent wide. They'll go back up to the top. Up at the top, firing this one wide of the post. Looks like we'll get a quick stop here and maybe another penalty coming up. We'll wait and see what the call ends up being. It's going to be an illegal cross-check. Poland with their third power play of the game. As the confirmation comes, it'll just be 2. But that will waste down a lot of what's left of this second period. Only 2:15 to go. They'll start from half. Down the left, to the top, and into the corner. Working their way around. Gutnick down the left. Curtis Martin in the corner. To the opposite side. Back to the top. And they'll just restart from there. Setting a few screens. Winding up, firing it wide. It'll end up going off the backboards. Over and back. Will get called on Poland here. Haudenosaunee with it from the corner. Contreras up high. More than happy to just walk down this shot clock. About 10 seconds to go. Might be running a set play from the top. Trying to hit Sands cutting through center. Couldn't find him. It'll land back in the corner. Poland the other way with about a minute to go on their power play. A long pass. Doesn't find a cutting Daniel Gutnick. Goes back into the corner. Trying to fight for this ball. Picked back up, popped up, stolen back. They'll head the other way with it, short-handed. Has an option. Tayson Knife straight off the bench. Decided not to hit him. Nichols will hold. 18 seconds on the shot clock, about 30 on the power play. Down the right, Jonathan. Back over to Tayson Knife. 5-second shot clock. Knife fires it on. Good stop. But it'll be picked back up by Haudenosaunee. And that will just about do it for the power play. and they want a timeout, they're going to get it. 19 or so, about 20 seconds really, left in the second quarter. Haudenosaunee going to get the last possession here. We'll see what they can do with it. 5 seconds still left on the power play for Poland, but that'll be just about gone by the time they walk it from the half line. So I think the real question is whether Haudenosaunee goes with an empty net look, because they do have the opportunity to do that. It doesn't look like they will. They'll get it from the corner. Lalonde heading back to his net. Shot clock will be turned off. See if Lalonde stays there. From out wide. Up at the top. On the right side. We're back at even strength. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Contreras, slow approach down the right. Back up to the top, fires it on, rebounds there. They can't do much with it. Armstrong picking it up. Poland will just shoot it back down. Contreras on the last second shot. Armstrong gets in front of both. And that'll do it for our first half. Haudenosaunee up by 2 after a few late goals at the end of that second corner. We'll head to halftime here at the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships. We'll be right back with you in just 10 minutes. All right, hello and welcome to welcome back, to the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships. I'm Simon Trzaskowski. I'll have the call for the final half between Haudenosaunee and Poland. 5-3 so far after the first 30. 30 still left to go. And it has certainly been a good one so far. We're still waiting for Poland to come back down their tunnel. Haudenosaunee has been ready to go. And it looks like Poland has joined us back on the floor. They're ready to rumble. Drew Armstrong returning to his posts for Poland. Has looked real solid so far. The man on the other side, Claus Lalonde, has been excellent as well. Both goaltenders have absolutely needed to be. The offenses have looked good. Plenty of transition plays, a lot of solo runs. Goaltenders have both been good for, I want to say, a vast majority of them. And we'll get ready to go. The opening face-off. And once again, it's going to end up being Gutton across from Carson Isnana. Ball will be placed. And we're back underway. Face-off won by Poland. Taking it back in on the attack. Charging his way through. Good stop by Lalonde. He's going to look for options deep down the floor. Setting this one straight across half. Missing the stick, I believe, of Dayrider on that attempt. Heading the other way. 2-on-2. They won't like it. Poland's going to wait for some support. Back up to the top. Eddie Franz. He'll swap spots with his winger. That one sent right on. Stolen back by Haudenosaunee and taking it back over the half line. Taking this one straight through on the attack. Dutremont. To the corner. Cutting their way through. Good stop. Shot by Goodwill. From the corner, Poland. Restarting back behind their crease. Back down the floor. Pushing their way through. Osidzuk waiting for some help. On the right. Lucas Salakin. He'll get some help. Trying to hit Salakin on the return pass. Ends up bouncing all the way back behind the net. Rolling its way to Lalonde. Goes for a short pass. They'll go right along the wall. Picking it up is Crowchild. Choosing to hand it off. Going off for a change. Larocque on the left side. Back to the top. Jonathan down the right side. Mahar-Robins on that shot. Only a good stop going off a defender's stick and into the netting, so we'll give it right back to Haudenosaunee, back up high. To the top, Jonathan. That shot sailing wide right. We'll go back down the floor, over and back. Called, and we'll see Poland get an offensive zone possession. Fresh shot clock for their efforts as well. Down low with it. Ty Hanson in the corner, cutting through his Franz. He'll go low and score. Poland back within one. That'll be a goal for Eddie Franz on the nice little cut from up high. And you can see that line of defense. There's no one home. Straight down the middle. Lalonde couldn't get the stick in the way in time. Poland right back in it. We'll get ready for another face-off. Things have been real even in the draws so far here today. Haudenosaunee picking up their 6th win of the evening so far. Poland with 5. Straight through center. Long pass on the right side. Poland sets up. Up high, trying to push down the left. Wires this one high. Goes all the way back down the left. Picked back up by Ty Hanson. Stolen right back. Trying to head down the floor. 25 seconds on their shot clock. Setting up down the left. Knife with it. Walks it back outside, sends it across the zone. Cutting in is Contreras on the try. It'll end up going wide. And it looks like we have a penalty coming up. They won't go with an empty net look. It'll end up being another illegal cross-check. This time, for the first time so far tonight, Poland heads to the box. Haudenosaunee getting their first chance on the power play. They'll start with it from the top. We'll see what they can do with it. Goodwill down the right. Jonathan to the corner. Ends up on the stick of Sands. Back down the left we go. Knife over to Goodwill at the top of the arc. It'll end up going, missing his stick off the Poland bench and back out wide to the top. Cutting cross center. All the way back down the floor. It's going to be an over and back called. Poland getting the ball shorthanded in the offensive zone. Taking a few whacks. He'll end up sending it back up high, where they're going to try and waste down as much of this 20 seconds as they can. Along the near wall. Nearly colliding with his teammate. Gets a screen from him and takes it back up high. Zalikin sending it back down low. 10 seconds on this shot clock. Needing to waste down a little bit more. He'll try from behind the net. Able to avoid the double team. He might go for a dive here. Won't get it to go. The ref caught him. They'll take it back over half. On the left side. Mahar-Robins with it. Back to the top. Knife. Round the right side. McGammon playing the top of the arc. Knife to his left. Down along the boards. Mahar-Robins already has two. Back across. Wires it on. They'll score. Back up by two. That's going to be Isaac Contreras. And Armstrong was ready for it, but it was a heck of a shot by Contreras that got it done. We'll get ready for another face-off. That's going to be a power play goal as well. So they'll go 1 for 1. It's a start. The special team's looking good. Off the backboards, Franz gets the rebound in the immediate try. Not able to hold on to it afterwards. They'll be recovered down low, trying to run through this Poland defense. Down the left side, Nichols, 2-on-1. Fires it on. Rebound might be there. They can't hold on. McGammon coming in to help. That's going to be a heavy hit. With a quick whistle, coming from the refs here. It's going to be an illegal cross-check. Poland heading straight back to the box. We'll see another power play coming up. Cooper Ganch is going to go to sit here. 2 goals the difference. Still 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. He'll go down the left. Knife back to the top. Goodwill. So they slowly collapse the slot. From the corner, back to the top, Knife. Down the right, Goodwill. On the left side, fires it on, Armstrong. Able to get along his post, get the stop. This is just going to get fired straight at the foot of Tayson Knife. He'll get the stop. On the far side, 3-on-5, Armstrong gets in front of it. As it looked like a Poland defender might have gone to the bench to try and get a change. Couldn't get back on the floor in time. Heading back across half. Trying to head down the left side is Poland. Up at the top. Gutnick trying to find an option. Won't find it. Ends up getting picked off. Heading the other way. Sands over half. Tayson Knife will have it at the top. 50 seconds left on the power play. 10 seconds on their shot clock. To the top, McAmmond. 5 seconds. McAmmond walks in alone, goes low, doesn't beat Armstrong. Rebounds there. Deciding to not go for the dive. Tries it. Did he score? It looks like they're going to wave it off. They'll say he took a step in the crease. Long Hail Mary pass. Finds a Polish stick, but it'll end up going straight back into the corner after it bounces straight out. Back over half. Another Hail Mary pass goes straight down the floor. All alone is Franz, but he'll end up getting fouled. The defense able to get back in time. Up at the half line, Mahar-Robins. This gets fired on. Good stop, Armstrong. Poland. Can't quite get these long passes to go. They'll head down the left. Back along the wall. We're back at even strength. This one fired on. Illegal screen called. So it looks like we are going to end up seeing our media timeout here. Your score, 6-4. Haudenosaunee leading with 7:42 to go here in the third quarter. You are watching the IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship here in Brooks, Alberta. All right, welcome back. We'll see Poland starting from their own half. 7:40 to go in the third quarter. 6-4 favoring Haudenosaunee. On the outside, back to the top. Restarting with Jacoby Lalonde. Franz to the top. He'll miss that pass. Stolen back and taken the other way by Dayrider. He'll be on the charge, taking it along the near wall. Trying to avoid a double team. He'll send it back up to Knife. Knife down the left side, cutting in his Goodwill, fires it low. Good stop. Picked back up by Knife along the wall. Fresh shot clock. To the top, Jonathan on the right. Down the right, Jonathan cuts his way in, goes off the shoulder, rebound for McAmmond. He'll set up, fires it on, and scores. 7-4, Haudenosaunee. Not his first of the game either. McAmmond has been lethal so far, picking up his third point of the night. Tying Koenn Mahar-Robins for the team lead. Assuming he didn't get an assist on that one. I can't quite remember who hit him on the pass. We'll have to wait to see when things get updated here. That pass missed. Another teammate having to come in and help out. Stuck along the wall. Mahar-Robins on the left side. Looking for options. Finds one up high. Bouncing off a stick of Larock. Nichols on the left. Spins off the defender. Takes a whack from Gotch. Cutting their way in. Trying was Larock. Couldn't hold on through traffic. Poland setting up to go the other way. Goes for the short pass. Sends a long one right after. That'll end up missing a stick and bouncing right up to the top. Walking in. Fires it off the post. Picked back up by Poland. They're going to choose to run this one out. Taking it over half. Poland trying to set up some offense. Down by 3 here in the third quarter. From the corner. Cross the zone. Winds up, fires it high. Rebounds there, but not for the taking. Haudenosaunee picks it up. Heading the other way, maybe a 2-on-1. Looks like they didn't like the look of it. So Crowchild's going to turn back, handing this one right off to Larocque. To the corner. Picking it up, Mahar-Robins. Back to the top. Fires this one off the post. Back out wide. They'll walk it to the top. Mahar-Robins with it once again. Has a man in the corner in Larocque. Couldn't find his stick. Stolen right back by Poland. With a chance the other way. Long pass. This one connects. Cutting his way in. Goes low. Can't beat Claus Lamont. Back in the corner. Is Nana. Down the left side. Trying to outrun the defense. Gets beaten. And he'll end up passing it back out. Knife is Nana on the cut. Couldn't hold on. Goes back out to the corner. Jonathan cutting in is Nana. Goes low. Good stop by Armstrong. And this is going to end up being given back to Haudenosaunee. In the corner. Knife with it. At the top. Larocque misses on that drive. Will end up being sent just wide left by Contreras. 1-on-1. Here comes Poland. Trying to push their way in. Taking the 1-on-1 back behind the net. Spinning it back around. Diving try. They'll say he took a step in the crease. Poland having to give it up. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3 goals the difference. Haudenosaunee picking it up from their own side of half. Bounce pass to Larocque. After this one, we've got Australia and the United States. That one had a scheduled 8 p.m. starting time. But with this game starting late, I would probably assume we'll see a late start on that one as well. This one sent across half. Off the glass, popped right in front. Poland's there, but can't hold on. And bounced off the stick of Curtis Martin. Heading the other way, over half, Lucid. Walks their way in. Sailing this one on, kick save. Taken back out wide. Back behind the net to the corner. 25-second shot clock. They'll score. They didn't need all of that. Larocque, 8-4, Haudenosaunee. And it was a nice shot straight through traffic. It looked like they just weren't ready for it as it went right over the shoulder on the bounce pass. Very well placed. As Poland starting to fall behind here in the second half. Picked up by Poland on the draw. On the right side, Nathan Gutnick. He'll hold on to the ball. Looking for options as they take over the right side of the floor. Walks in, sails this shot on. Could be a fresh shot clock for Poland. Looks like they'll get it. Nathan Gutnick coming to the corner to pick it up. Trying to outmuscle the defense. He'll have to take it out wide. Back up high. That shot goes on. Sent back into the corner. Straight over half. On the left side. Dutremont hands it off for Mahar-Robins. Down the right, Contreras trying to cut his way in. They'll run out of shot clock. Poland getting it right back. Walking their way in. That one fired on. Good stop by Lalonde. Mahar-Robins on the left side. The rock up high. That sails off the stick. Nearly on goal. Stopped by Armstrong almost accidentally. Poland will get the ball back. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Trying to head down the right side. This one on the stick of Salakin. Back behind the net. We'll end up seeing this one blown down. Looks like we might be getting another penalty coming up here. This one. It's going to be a slashing call. 2 minutes thrown up on the board. We'll see Poland heading to the power play here. A much needed power play. They're now down by 4. They've had a few chances up a man, but they haven't scored on it yet. We'll see if that changes here late in the third quarter. Back up to the top. They'll work their way around the arc. Gutnick spinning off with it as Ty Hanson can't get it loose. That long shot by Poland recovered in front and popped just wide. They'll try and hold on. It'll end up getting pushed wide. Looks like Poland will get the ball back. Fresh shot clock as well. They'll get it at the top. Down the right. Salakin into the corner. Poland to the top, wiring this one on. They'll score. Picking the top corner on the bounce shot. Ty Hanson gets his second of the game. Gets Poland back within 3. We'll get another face-off here. That'll be Poland's first power play goal of the game so far as well. I believe it took them 4 tries to get it, but definitely coming at a good time here, as that'll help them potentially build a comeback as this ball's pinned. 5 seconds on the game clock. They're just going to waste this thing right on down. That'll do it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We're going to the last 15 with a 3-goal difference. We're going to head to a short break. You're watching the IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships, Day 1, here in Brooks, Alberta. about to get underway once again here. As it looks like we're going to see Poland with it up high. With it along the left side. Sands at the top. Back behind the net. They'll try and take this one around. Poland heading down the right, up at the center line. This one's popped up. They'll hold on. With it up high, 20-second shot clock. Swatted back over half. They'll reset from the top. 3-second shot clock. Fires this one on. Lalonde gets in front of it. We'll get a whistle here. Looks like a penalty coming up. Slashing. Haudenosaunee heading to the box here. We'll see Poland taking it back from the top. 1 for 4 so far here on the power play. With a good chance here to make it 2 for 5. Down by 3 with about 14 minutes to go. Comeback is definitely possible, but it all starts here on the power play. Down the left, in the corner. Ty Hanson. Up at the top, to the corner. Hanson. Once again, that one shot by Gutnick. Good stop, Lalonde. He'll wind up. Long pass, that's going to hit the scoreboard and go back wide. Probably a safe assumption this is going to be a Poland ball. Back along the wall, Poland resets. Still a minute 20 to go on their power play. Down the right side to the corner. Salikin to the top. Gutnick swaps spots, sets the screen, fires it on, goes low. Lalonde gets in front of this one. Heading down the right side. Face over half. Trying to waste down some shot clock. Still 15 seconds to go. Needs to survive this double team. 45 left on the power play. And that'll just about do it for the shot clock. The shot clock violation called on Haudenosaunee. They'll take it back down the left. Cross the half line. Up at the top. Working their way around the arc. Back up to the top again, swapping spots on that shot. That was turned away. Good try by Eddie Franz. Heading the other way. That one fired on, turned away. Trying to head up the floor. We'll see Haudenosaunee setting up. Firing this one over Larocque. Missing on that pass. Back up at the top. Down the left side. From the corner. 20-second shot clock. Back at even strength. We'll reset. Sending it down the right side, Jonathan. Back to the top. Sands winds up all the time in the world, missing on that try. Tipped wide off a Polish stick. Will land back with Lalonde. Contreras walks it over half. Down the right. Back to the top. Winds up. Fires that one off the shoulder. Picked up as that's going to be a high slash. They'll score. Getting it done. As they would have gotten a power play if they didn't score right there. You're going to see it here. A high slash. Looks like it caught, I believe that was Mahar-Robins right in between the neck and the shoulder. And he looked hurt. It looks like he's going to be all right now that he's made it back to the bench. Which is a good sight. Regardless, 9-5. Haudenosaunee. We'll get ready for another face-off. This is Nana in the draw across from Gutnick. Face-off won by Haudenosaunee. Back up to Sands. Heading the other way, 2-on-0. Turns into a 1-on-0. Walks all the way in. Good stop by Lalonde. Diving across. Poland picks up the rebound. Eats a slash up high, and he's feeling that one. Heading down the left. Ty Hanson on the charge. Fires it low. He'll score. I think that's the hat trick for Ty Hanson as Poland comes back within 3. Point number 4 for him on the night as well. An impressive game so far for Hanson. Doing it all alone, running down the left side. Beating Lalonde low. Knife in the draw. He's not going to be able to beat Gutnick. Lucid will be the first one to pick it up. Trying to head down the right. He'll end up getting bobbled and sent back into the corner on the left near side. Stolen back and recovered. It looks like we are going to see this given back to Poland. On the outside, 10 minutes to go in the fourth and final quarter. Poland down by 3. Along the outside. This will bounce all the way to the top. Ty Hanson back behind the net. Diving try by Poland. Lalonde getting in front of it. They're going to wind up and try and take it straight down center. Setting up the offense. Feist on the outside. Back across. Up high with it. Larocque down the left. Cutting inside. Sands goes low and scores. That's number 10. Haudenosaunee up by 4 once again. Refusing to let Poland back in it. Still about, or just a little under 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Poland has time to work with, but they gotta act quick. See what they can do. Back along the outside. That one's stolen by Contreras at center. Trying to push their way in. Haudenosaunee with it along the wall. Back to the top. Goodwill. Along the boards. Cutting their way in. Nichols with the stop. Back behind the net. They'll go for the dive. Armstrong looked like he didn't even see it, but still got along his post in time to stop it. Poland with a rush the other way. Good defensive stick from Contreras. That'll get sent back the other way. All alone, Sands, all the time in the world. He'll score on the breakaway. Number 11. That's back-to-back goals for Reese Sands. We'll get ready for another face-off. Quickly pinned. Picked up by Poland. Trying to head down the right side of the floor. Spins his way towards the crease. Decides to go back outside. Up at the top. Ty Hanson. 4 points on the night. Down the right. Lalonde fires it on. Jump try won't go. Taking it over half and down the right. Feist into the corner. Along the wall, they'll walk it to the top. So get recovered. Sands back down the left. Knife sets the screen. That shot gets through. Sands will cut across. Back behind the net. They'll hold up. Fresh shot clock. Haudenosaunee. To the top, winds up right in front, fires it on. McAmmond with another, number 12. They go up by 6. And Poland put up one heck of a fight throughout this entire game, but Haudenosaunee running away with it here in the 4th. So will get pinned. Stuck in between both centermen's sticks. It'll get picked back up. Heading down the right side is Dayrider. To the top. Contreras along the outside. Straight across the zone. All alone. Walks in Goodwill. Had the goalie beat. Could not sneak it on the right side of that post. Stolen back by Armstrong. He's going to wait for options. That pass picked off by Contreras. All alone, defense is not coming. Armstrong didn't need the help. On the right side. In the corner. They'll set things up. Sending it across the floor. To the top once again. Wires this one. That'll be a good stop. We're going to get our media timeout, so we'll be right back with you in just a moment. You're watching the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships here in Brooks, Alberta. We'll get back underway here. 5:43 to go in the fourth and final quarter. 12-6. Haudenosaunee with a hefty lead after a very strong fourth quarter. Poland with the quick steal. They're going to try and head the other way down the floor. Nice little spin. We'll get a breakaway out of it. Walking his way in. Fires it on. Lalonde shutting the door. And you know the offense is going to be the story of this fourth quarter for Haudenosaunee, but Lalonde has had an excellent final quarter in between the pipes. Sent across the floor. That kicked back through by Larocque, stolen by Poland. He is all alone with all the time in the world, but waves at the shot as it looks like it just slipped right off his stick. Isnana crossing the half line, down the right. Along the outside. Contreras sees a lane, he's gonna take it, dives for it. And they're gonna end up blowing this one down, saying he got a foot in the crease. It looked like it was a stop by Armstrong either way. We'll see Poland get the ball back, assumingly on their own side of half, although looks like they might be giving it to him from the top. Heading down the right. Passing this one along the corner. To the top once again. Loads up, fires it wide. Back down the floor. And it looks like this will be an over and back call on Poland. We'll see Haudenosaunee getting it from the corner. Back to the top. McHammond fires this one on. They'll score again. Another beautiful bounce pass. Gets by Armstrong. .407 to go in the fourth quarter. After this one, we've got Australia and the United States going at it. That one originally was scheduled for an 8 p.m. start. I think it's a safe bet. We're going to see a later start for that one as we've already hit 7:41 in local time here in Brooks. So I would assume we're going to see that one starting, if I were to guess, probably a little bit closer to 9 p.m. We'll get sent across the floor. Bounced up to the top. Poland will get it back in the corner in their own zone. Long pass. They'll set up on the left side as that connects. Poland restarting up high, 10-second shot clock along the wall. Franz with it on the outside. Sending it back to the top. Ozadzak fires it on. Good stop. Bouncing this one back out wide. They're going to go on a charge down the right. Might have had a man advantage here. They're just going to walk in. Sands can't quite find the stick of knife. Poland setting up from their own side. Stolen back once again. Walking in is Contreras. Tipped wide by the defense. Knife on the rebound. Under 3 minutes to go. Knife with it. Can't hold on. Nearly stolen back by Poland. Nichols able to help out Tayson Knife as it's recovered. Sands with it in the corner. Walks in. Doesn't score. Nearly gets his own rebound off the backboards. Good defensive stick from Poland. We'll see it given right back to him. Heading the other way. Jacoby Lalonde. Trying to find a cutting Salakin. Couldn't get that to work. Back up high with it. Over and back called on Poland. They'll reset along the wall. Lucid with it. We'll see things blown down here. It's going to be an illegal cross-check being called. Haudenosaunee going to take a seat. Poland's going to get a last-minute power play here with 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Back to the top. We'll see Poland with their power play on the floor. Hanson to the top once again. Around the outside. That one fired on. Rebounds there. Poland will recover. To the top, Hanson. He's going to wait for options. Finds one on the right side. To the top once again, Gutnick. Along the outside, Hanson. Missing that pass. Will go all the way back. Lalonde catching it off his own backboards. That pass will find its target. Crossing half is Nana. Down the left. In the corner. More than happy to take their time. 15 seconds to go. He'll see a lane shorthanded. Walks in, beats the defender, beats the goaltender. Finds number 14. An impressive solo effort there from Carson Isnana. He saw a one-on-one and he chose to take it, out-muscling the defender and just putting the one-handed shot right by him. We'll get ready for another face-off. 1:16 to go. Poland still on the power play for another 61 seconds. Knife down the left side. Taking a few whacks. He's pressed along the boards. Trying to escape this 2-on-1 that Poland has set up. That's going to be a slash, I believe. As I think Poland heading to the box here late. We're going to get about 42 seconds of 4-on-4 time. We'll get ready to go once again here. Contreras taking it from the top. .50 seconds to go. Heading down the right. Back behind the net. Sending it across the zone. He'll hold up. Trying to create an angle as Larocque. Back up to Mahar-Robins. Holds up, fires it on. Good stop. Rebounds there. Trying to tip it through the 5-hole. They're going to end up calling it down. Poland. A long try. One-handed catch on the reception. He'll get his shot off. A good stop by Lalonde. 20 seconds to go. We'll see if they decide to go for one more play or if they just want to waste down this clock. Contreras takes a peek up, sees 10 seconds, and yeah, I think they're pretty happy with how that scoreboard looks. Haudenosaunee picks up their first win of the tournament so far, 14-6, moving to 1-0. Poland on day one will unfortunately fall to 0-1, but it's still a long tournament left to go, and they showed in this game that they are absolutely dangerous as they played Haudenosaunee real tight for the vast majority of this game. And we've got players of the game coming up in just a moment. Your players of the game brought to you by Loading and presented by SportSide, source for sports. We'll get our handshakes line between both of these teams. A hard-fought battle for 60 minutes. 20 total goals. Quite the barn burner getting us underway at the World Juniors. We've got Australia and the United States coming up. That one should be an excellent one as well. As we're going to see both of these teams lining up on their respective sides. And the crowd is getting loud for Haudenosaunee. A big debut here.
At this time, I'd like to recognize the players of the game, both teams. This is an award that's being presented by Lacrosse and being presented by SportSide Source for Sports by Pete. For Poland, number 6, Ty Hanson.
No surprise there. Ty Hanson getting the award for Poland. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 total points in his first game here. One heck of a performance.
And now for the player of the game from Team Haudenosaunee, number 12, Koenn Mahar-Robins.
Koenn Mahar-Robins. Another really solid choice. 5 total points. 2 goals, 3 assists. He was tied by Hunter McAdam for the team lead in that category. As we'll see a quick photo between both teams' players of the game. And it was a heck of a matchup to get us underway. We've still got a little bit more to go between Australia and USA. We'll get the anthems before that as well. All right, that'll do it for game 1 here on day one of the 2026 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championships. We've got one more game left here in the first day between Australia and the United States. Make sure to tune in for that one. But for now, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to have yourself a good night.